Hello and welcome to a video with me, Winner, and where I'm now doing the timeline video for my series where I was playing as the American Republic on the Red World scenario with the Addon Plus mod for Age of History 2. So yeah, playing as the American Republic over here, of course, on the Red World scenario where of course got the Warsaw Pact over here, which controls the entirety of Europe, with an exception to like Yugoslavia and I guess Greece, I'm thinking, and Albania, I think. Also, of course, Switzerland. Also, Britain over there, being their own little alliance and stuff. But, yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing started here. So, yeah, this timeline for some reason thinks there's 160 turns fewer than there actually is for some reason or whatever. So yeah, the timeline here is a bit buggy as you can see later, considering it doesn't even show some of the provinces correctly. But Warsaw Pact and China at war over there, and also Iran. I have gone to war with the American People's Commonwealth over there, which I got the Great Lakes Republic to help me in that. Which, after that war, Mexico decided to go to war with me, so I had to deal with that. Got them as a vassal, in which I took the southern bit of Texas they had and a bit of the peninsula there, in which I eventually had to annex them because they're trying to get independence from me. And as you can see, replay's a bit buggy considering those are my provinces and stuff, and there are also two there that I never actually didn't notice at the time. By the time I went around and tried to fix that in the timeline. But, yeah. China's fallen, of course, to the Warsaw Pact, and that war never ends, because for some reason the game just kind of bugged out with that, I guess. And made it to where tons of different wars the Warsaw Pact had just never actually got ended. I think probably had the same kind of problem I did with Mexico there, considering I had to do multiple peace deals with Mexico and restart the game for them to actually deal with them. But yeah, Canada. I was about to go to war with them at that time, but they are the ones that went to war with me because they accepted a trade deal with Brazil, who sent trade deals to Canada, Yugoslavia, and I think Chile over there, forming coalition with all of them to go to war with me. I just decided to go after Canada and also Yugoslavia over there. So got all of that under my control, got Yugoslavia as a vassal over there now. And I am now basically got the entirety of North America done. So moving into South America next after that. Warsaw Pact basically has the entirety of the Middle East in their control at this point, and are going into Africa, getting northern Sudan under their control. And there's their little war with Switzerland, which I think I may have noticed that at some point of the game, where France basically had all their lands lost or something. I'm not really sure, but Switzerland did a pretty good job there, I feel like, but they still fell in the end. Britain, still there, never actually ended. They do technically actually still have some of their islands and stuff and everything. But yeah, finished off North America, the Americas over there, got Angola basically from Argentina. So that's my first bit of land in Africa. I also have that half the island over there because of Canada. No, so another thing I'm just going to go ahead and mention, actually, they decided to go towards me, so took over Indonesia, and because I went around and took over everything else over here, including all the islands. So, got all that dealt with there, eventually take over take them over there, so yeah. I'll eventually start working on all that there, but what I was going to mention earlier was that there was a bug in this game that's made it where every single one of the provinces France controlled at the time just got like a few million population in every single province. So yeah, France basically had a billion population all of a sudden out of nowhere. But that in the end didn't really mean much, though that does mean they have several million population every single one of their provinces there, and over here with all that, and they just got independence. Rebelled against France and got independence, so that's a lot of population right there. Which I eventually do something about. But I think it's around this time. Got all that stuff there. Took over what's left of Spain. And yeah, I think around this time is the point where Yugoslavia can keeps accepting trade deals from other countries to go to war with me. And every single time I just take them back over and make them a vassal. But yeah, got that country there under my control, which has millions of population, which makes it super easy to recruit tons of troops. So at this point, I literally have no problem when it comes to having a large enough an army for anything at this point, to be honest. But yeah, Madagascar had all that stuff there, and it's this here. So went and dealt with all of that. Myanmar decided to go to war with me, so I dealt with them over there. And it's got all that stuff. And, yeah. Warsaw Pact. There you go. They decide... Actually, North Korea and Yugoslavia decided to form a coalition with each other to go to war with Yugoslavia. I still had troops in Yugoslavia, which eventually got attacked and brought me into the war. And that's what happens there. And, yeah. Defeated the Warsaw Pact pretty easily, to be honest. And China is back now, along with them, temporarily. And also Britain, Ireland over there. And also at this point, Yugoslavia is no longer my vassal because they accepted another trade deal with, I think, Finland this time around. To go to war with me, in which I just got peace with both of them because I just didn't want to deal with that because I had tons of province stability to deal with. But yeah. At this point, I'm stuck doing all that for quite a while. So in the meantime, we get to watch China fight tons of rebellions after being completely occupied the entire game. So yeah, and I also got all this chaos in Libya with Warsaw Pact somehow coming back and all that. But, yeah, I think they are actually the second strongest country in the world right there. Just because how large the population is in those provinces. So, yeah. I think I don't actually do anything at all for another 100 turns at least at this point. So yeah, we're literally just stuck at this point watching China's rebellions and them struggling to stay alive over there, while also having to fight the Warsaw Pact because they are technically back over here now. And also managed to somehow actually get some of those provinces as their core provinces. Because they apparently got peace deals but never actually got peace somehow. Yeah, bugs I guess. But soon, I guess I'll be back to doing stuff, which will start off with small countries, as you can see there. Going around taking over a bunch of the smaller countries and everything. And then at this point, I think I go after Iran, send an ultimatum to them to take them over. Yeah, there we go. All that's left there is what's apparently supposed to be controlled by Hungary. And then I go off and deal with Yugoslavia before taking over India and Pakistan at the same time. So yeah, I got a lot of land out of that. Yeah, and of course have tons of province ability to deal with that as well, so it'd take a bit to get that stuff done before moving on once again. Which starts off with dealing with all this stuff. Cleaning up China and this stuff here in Libya. So got that done. Kind of clean other things up with that there next. Before going into China and dealing with all that. And finishing it all off. And then getting peace with all of them. Cause, yeah, they're all at war with each other. Had to make sure I got all of them under my control before getting peace. Otherwise the Warsaw Pact probably would have been able to come back. Which also included taking over Portugal, because they were at war and had to land over here. But, yeah, got all that stuff under my control, and, well, only 5 countries left. Finland is one of the worst borders, so I go after them next. And after that, Korea, and then Japan. And then it's just United Kingdom and Ireland. Yeah, there you go. Done. And yeah, that's how many turns the timeline thinks was in the game. And as you can see, there are actually that many. Yeah. No idea why the timeline there is so buggy, but it is. But yeah, I got tons of troops here, as you can kind of see. A lot of that was just me recruiting tons of troops after the war with the Warsaw Pact, to be honest. All from this little area here, which I could have done anywhere else, considering, yeah, anywhere else that France controlled when the bug happens. But that's there is the end of this timeline video, so yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.